The American-made, military-tested, immediately recognizable, frequently purchased, quickly deployed, but often underutilized MPAS system. You think of the 2.0 when I say MPAS, but in this first installment in a series of videos, I'll demonstrate the modular portable antenna system is really a much larger family of interchangeable antenna components and mounts. If you're new to amateur radio and you're not real familiar with the MPAS system, then I don't have any paradigms of yours to break. For those of us very familiar with it, it's time for us to start thinking outside of the box. Future installments will talk more about use case, setup, whisper maps, communications, performance. Today we're talking about interchangeability of parts between multiple systems. Foundational to them all is the HOA Hybrid, Micro, or Mini, which you would select depending on how many watts you want to put through this matching unit. Common to all of the systems is that HOA spike mount, which we set into the ground so we can put our HOA Hybrid Micro on top of it. Next comes the 105.5 inch long HOA mill extension, which is primary to the MPAS 2.0 system. It does have some other uses. On top of that military extension goes the HOA mill 2.0 113 inch long man-pack collapsible antenna. Then we're going to also want to have some radial wire. Here we have a 25-foot long piece of radial wire. Of course, we want some coax to go with our system. And then last but not least, we have a 73-foot wire that most people don't even think about when they use the MPAS 2.0. We think about that vertical antenna, but the 73-foot wire antenna has a number of configuration options available to us. So you already own the MPAS 2.0. You're saying, Bob, nothing surprising to me yet. Just stick with me through the series. I guarantee I'll show you a surprise or two. Maybe this is in transit to you. You used a friend's on field day. You saw somebody using it at a POTA activation. You saw how versatile and quick setup it was. You said, that's the type of gear I want in my pack and in my kit. You head on over to the Chameleon antenna website. You see what else they have. You stumble across the MPAS Lite. Your brain starts turning. You start thinking about smaller cube, smaller footprint, lighter weight in the backpack. It's another alternative. Before you add to cart and click buy, just hang on a second. Scroll to the bottom of this page and you'll begin to understand the Lego-like systems created by Chameleon and why I view MPAS as a series of antenna kits as opposed to one single kit, the 2.0. The Lite, well, you need a HOA Hybrid Micro or Mini. Check, already have that. You need a 60-foot piece of wire. That's a separate antenna wire. You already have a 73-foot with your 2.0 system. You need an SS17, a 17-foot telescoping stainless whip. That I don't have yet. HOA spike, check, have it. HOA 50-foot coax, check, have that. Wire winder, check, have that. Simply go to that SS17 product page, click on Add to Cart. Well, that was fast. With a design focus on modularity and interchangeability of the various MPAS antenna components, you now have the ability to erect an MPAS 2.0, or if an MPAS Lite better fits the use case you find yourself in, you can do that as well. And you accomplish that by taking the original kit, which supplied most of the components, and creating an MPAS Lite simply by purchasing a single SS17 stainless steel whip. You start looking at the various social media websites, you're looking at Parks on the Air, you operate with somebody that puts up this thing that has two SS17s going off at sharp angles. You head on over to the Chameleon antenna website and you get intrigued by that tactical delta loop. What do? Do you buy the entire system? You can. I'm sure Chameleon antenna would be happy to provide that to you. Or you just buy yourself a HOA hub kit, and the next thing you know, when you add the HOA hub kit to cart, don't forget to grab another SS17. We need two for this configuration. And now we have that hub, and now we have the connecting wire between the two telescoping antennas. We grab our Hybrid Mini, and we grab our ground spike, our coax, and we have a HOA Tactical Delta Loop. We're just beginning to scratch the surface. We have a lot to talk about over the next several weeks. We haven't hooked a radio up yet and sent RF down to any of these antennas. Thousands of people have done that with these antennas, and I'm going to show you some new ideas and new ways further on in this series. Today was all about talking through modularity, adaptability, expandability. How do you take the most basic of the sets and buy the minimal amount of components and convert it into the most amount of antenna configurations? I've shown you 3 basic ways to do that. Within each 3 of these basic kits, there are multiple ways to deploy and multiple iterations, and we're going to do that through time. If you save some money by going through the process that I'm demonstrating here, that's fantastic. That's not the objective. The objective is to show you that you have many more antenna systems in your arsenal than you ever realized you did. Up till now, the focus has been the central hub of this entire thing, which is really the HOA Hybrid Micro or the HOA Hybrid Mini. I've shown you the 3 examples that go on top of this, and again, we'll multiply that many times over. But next up, we're going to talk about what goes below this system. What options do we have in addition to that HOA spike? There's a lot. Hang on for the next one, friends. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. Hope you found this useful. I'm having a blast with this already. Talk to you soon, 73.